Raise it up. Raise it up. Chat Pro.
Welcome to the Hustler Casino Live pregame show. My name is DGAF. I'm going to be joined by Jay Boogie and maybe others for the first hour. And then I'm going to review my session last night on Max Payne Monday for the second hour, give or take. And then we'll get into the anti-game 2.0. That's what's on deck tonight. We'll have a 30-minute countdown, and then the action will start at 5 p.m. Pacific. I will be in the booth. I'm looking forward to it, as always. I love commentating on this show, especially the Tuesday crew. They're just great characters, and they have all played together for so long. The interactions are hilarious, in my opinion. Let me give you the lineup for tonight. I got it right here. So we're getting better each week. Nick Vertucci, also known as Natucci, will be in the lineup. He has lost 10 sessions in a row. And so he's gonna try and push that to number 11, I'm pretty sure. And spoiler, I'm not gonna spoiler in case he's watching. Ludacris is back from his vacation. Luda is one of the stars of Hustler Casino Live, and he's definitely the biggest star on Tuesday nights. Big John from Palmdale will be here. Just a total gentleman, class act. His buddy Mayhem will be riding with him from Palmdale. Somebody who can read people very well, and just another amazing character. Francisco, the pro, is in the lineup. This guy is tough. I believe last week he got whacked, but prior to that, he'd just been crushing, winning huge numbers every night. He's a very tricky player and a very aggro player, willing to put all the money in at any time. I look forward to him and Luda battling. Oh man, Pepe El Jefe of LA is gonna be in the lineup. A new up-and-coming star on our show. This lineup is no joke. And my co-host, who's late right now, co-host of the pregame show, Jay Boogie, he's trying to chase his loss in the 5-5-10 out there. He's going to be in the lineup, of course, tonight. He's must-see TV. He wears his emotions on his sleeve, and you know he's going to tilt at some point, and it's going to be hilarious, and we love him. And then we have a newcomer, not Prince Charles, but some other Charles. I don't know anything about him. We're gonna answer some questions. I'll just say that, let me tell you about the structure. It's the anti-game 2.0, which means it's not $5 small blind, $5 big blind, $100 big blind ante. I believe we still run that most Thursdays. Tuesday is a structure we borrowed from Short Deck. It is every player puts in $25 every hand. The button puts in $50, the cards are dealt, and the action starts on the small blind. And it's a game that punishes nits. And that was Ryan Feldman's goal, and he has achieved it. You cannot play tight and survive in the anti-game 2.0. There are ways to play tight in the anti-game, the original one, because they're so deep that it's okay to play tight, but not in this new structure. And look who it is, the man. What's up, Jeremy?
What up, dude?
How you doing, man?
Good.
Are you gonna get him tonight?
Of course. We gotta make it 2 in a row for the people.
All right,
And
so
we gotta give away 2%. It's tradition now that we won.
are we giving away 2% again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
So you're looking at one of the more generous people in the poker world. Jeremy's happy to spread the wealth. And it makes you play better, right? When you're giving away a couple percentage points?
Makes me think about my decisions a little more. I'm sad that I punted that 1 week and cost
So
those
Rampage?
people at least $100 and something and myself like 20,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
Epic.
It was great theater, but yeah. So it does make you play a little bit better, and it's just also who you are. You're just not.
It's fun.
You're fun, but you're also not greedy. You're just like, yeah.
Honestly, I get super happy when you're like, here's the names you have to pay. It means I won a good amount.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm happy to share, and I know they watch, and they're what makes the show great, and
Love it.
it's fun. It's fun to watch.
I just went through the lineup. Do you want me to tell you real quick?
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
even know who it is.
So, Luda's back.
Huge.
Yeah.
Huge addition.
You think Nick Vertucci can get number 11?
I really hope so. I want to keep the streak alive.
Yeah, so he lost
We're
on
counting
Sunday.
a private game too, I heard.
Sunday
yeah.
off stream for number 10 in a row. He's going for
Do you
11.
think he's ever going to win again?
He's chasing greatness.
He really is. He's like the Cal Ripken Jr. of not winning.
Of not winning, yeah.
He could go like 3,000 consecutive sessions here.
He's going to go for 11. He's been putting in the work. He's
Do we know what the cumulative total is for the sessions? Not that
It's
bad.
probably $250,000 maybe, or less probably. Not that big for the stakes you guys play, but
You think it's that much?
it is eating at him
So much.
And in case he's watching, it's going to be interesting tonight.
I have noticed him. He's not his normal cheerful self at the table.
He sends me texts.
Which I miss, because I really do like it when he's like that. But
Yeah. Oh no,
there
he's
is
bitter.
an evil side of me, even though I love Nick. Honestly, he's a close friend.
Yeah.
That is like, we got to get him again.
Yeah.
Because we're all so competitive.
I wrote an essay years ago on 2+2 called The Abyss, the gambling/poker abyss, where you've been there, I'm sure, where you just can't win. Everything blows up in your face. You play a hand differently, it costs you. Someone does something they never do, it costs
you fold. And,
it's
crazy.
just Nick's there right now. You can see it. I get text messages from him, and he's angry. He needs it to change. Are you rooting for it to change, or are you rooting for the good theater of the losing streak continuing?
I don't know. A little of both,
Yeah.
He's a friend, so I don't want to see him be in the abyss. I've been there as recently as the last couple weeks.
Yeah.
And some other games I play in. It's a horrible feeling, man. It really is. Because you can play really well.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly felt I played really well the last couple weeks, and just every set loses, every overpair loses, and you just feel like you can never win. And you're the unluckiest person in the world.
Yeah,
that's how you feel.
I think it was last week or maybe the week before. He was playing great, and then he got top set against a flop straight, and like he had made it a bunch pre-flop, and there's a flush draw out there. It's just, it's brutal. And then you got Big John and Mayhem, of course.
Staples.
You got Francisco the Pro.
Staple.
You know what your chances of winning are when you go up against the Pro?
Very low.
Very low. You got Pepe El Jefe of LA.
He's fun.
He's great. Yeah.
I don't know. People didn't see at the end of last stream, like the first hand after, I think you might have walked down, there was like a three-way massive pot, and Pepe was thinking of calling it off with Queen 5 suited. He was going to put in 50 or 60,000.
Well, he was suited, so.
He was suited.
And then a new player, Charles, and then we'll get into the answering questions.
Who's Charles? I don't know Charles.
It's not. You don't have to worry. It's not the.
It's not the crusher of all
No.
crushers?
It's not Prince Charles. It's.
Prince Charles would make the anti-game fun.
It's Peasant Charles. I think. I don't know who it is.
Prince Charles' little brother.
Ryan, you want us to feed us? You want to feed us some questions, or do you want me to just read them? What do you want to do here? Okay. So we have Ryan Feldman in my ear. He's going to give us some questions. If you see anyone else you want to mic up, bring them up here.
There's other people.
Oh yeah. So Ryan asked, can you discuss where your love affair, where it was formed with connectors?
I can't really explain how it was formed, but honestly, some of the biggest pots I've ever played are with hands like that. So, with aces and kings and queens, you're gonna play big pots. But honestly, I've found most of the biggest pots I've won are very disguised hands and pots like that, whether it's raised or not raised. They're just,
I know Ryan's trolling, but I'm gonna take it to a serious level just for a second.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk about this more in my podcast, which will be in the second hour.
Yeah.
I like connectors too, because they make straights.
Yep.
And I really like them when there is a flush draw available and you're up against a pre-flop raiser who likely has top pair or over pair.
So you can just put so much pressure on them.
And then if the flush gets there, you rep that. If the straight gets there, then you try and get money that way.
I think I've incorporated, the thing that's changed, I think, the most about my game probably in the last year or so is I'm way more inclined to bluff. And I'm thinking about a lot of those things that you're saying that I didn't used to think about. Who the pre-flop raiser is, can I get him to fold big hands, nerdy stuff, but like I think about it now, when I'm playing, which is good, I think. It means I'm improving.
I think it's usually good to think when you're playing poker.
But you know what I mean?
Get over here. Get this guy mic'd up. Get this guy over here.
What up?
Oh, buddy.
Man, you are right now on the roll, and you're kicking some ass, and I'm happy for you because you really need it.
I do need it.
You really need it. How you doing, Jeremy?
I'm good, man.
Good?
I've seen how he's kicking ass.
Oh
It's
my
crazy.
God! Can you believe 2
What
weeks
is-
on the road?
Is that 2 weeks in a row that you won over 50 in a 10K cap buying game?
Well, last night I was up 60, but I punted off plenty. I finished only up like 40 something.
Only.
Yeah.
He's won like 100.
It's not the same without this guy here.
And you know why he's winning, right?
He's
Because
one of
he's
the
not
all-
here.
he's one
Because
of the
I'm
all-
not here.
He's one of the all-stars of the show.
They let you out of the poker hospital?
Yeah, they just
for
I
lunch?
just got out yesterday. I got out yesterday.
How's Hillary doing?
You look good.
She's good.
Oh, Hillary's
She's
still there?
Yeah, she's almost done. She's gonna be a couple
Can you
more
ask them to get a room ready for Nick Vertucci?
Yeah, he might lose 11 today.
Oh my God! Last week
Might
was.
Do you want to get mic'd up and have a seat?
Yeah,
Oh, you are
I'm mic'd up. Yeah, I'm mic'd
Have
up.
a seat, man.
I couldn't believe Nick last week on the Max Payne Monday. He was behind, was it 20 or 30K?
He lost 30K and his VPIP was 1.
No, it wasn't.
No, but it was low.
Oh my God.
How do you lose
But
30K?
that was insane. I would never imagine that Nick, with that tight of a player that he is going to lose that much money on that game.
Would you call Nick a tight player?
Of course. Super tight. Sorry, excuse me, super tight.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
glad
you.
you're joining us.
Yeah, sure. I saw you guys,
People miss you. I personally miss you. Like, there's always good people.
Hey,
on
you
Monday.
need a break. Hey, you need a break.
I need someone. Like I had a drinking buddy last night, Aaron, but he felt it, and the poker ambulance came and wheeled him out of here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, but I need like someone that I can clink
yeah.
beers
I'll-
with. And
okay, you know what? Next Monday, I'm gonna come after you, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're
And
gonna need it.
Will
yeah.
you break Hillary out of the poker hospital?
I try. I'm gonna talk to her doctor.
Okay. Ryan, do they got any questions for DK or J Boogie? Who's this question for? Okay, so yeah, last night, Mr. Dr. Batman,
Yes.
Fierce opponent.
professional poker player, excellent player,
Oh, it was running
GTO through and through. He borrowed a bell from Norman Chad, the legend. You know Norman Chad, right?
Yes.
So every Monday, Norman Chad has a really fun game out here. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I obviously know Norman Chad.
Yeah, and you can play, I don't know what they play, some weird old guy
Mixed
shit.
game, yeah.
But they play two different games, and it's a fun game, and he brings donuts, and
Okay.
he's the best. He's a legend, right? And for some reason, he has a bell, like at the front of a hotel or
Yeah,
whatever.
Like a receptionist bell.
I know. Who was? I think it was Sashimi.
No, it was Mr. Dr. Batman
that
kept
was
doing
him.
it.
Oh,
He's got all his gimmicks.
I
Bells,
like-
cards.
It reminded me a little bit of Breaking Bad. I liked that. It reminded me of that.
yeah.
But other than that, it was rattling everyone's brains.
So when was he doing it? Just randomly?
Just during the stream, yeah,
Was
randomly.
that Breaking Bad or a Better Call Saul?
Both.
Breaking Bad.
Both.
Oh yeah, both.
Both.
Oh, he wasn't.
Same character in both. You never saw Breaking Bad?
Yeah, I saw. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's one of my
Yeah, the
favorites.
guy in the wheelchair. Just,
Yeah, and the guy goes in the
Yeah.
ding ding.
So, I don't know. I don't focus at the table, Ryan. That was a bad question for me. I just drink and make the best hand and just bet a lot.
Unbelievable.
So I want to know if all those Max Payne Monday viewers, do they want me to come back to the show to kick your ass, or
Yeah, you guys.
or no? I mean, it's up to them.
Yeah, put a poll up. Do you want DK to kick my ass? No one else can do it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm the only one. So, do you really want me to come back?
I do.
Okay.
I like pain.
Well, let's see. Let's see if they want me to come back.
Okay, we'll see.
Sure, they want you to come
Ryan's
back.
gonna put up a poll.
You're a star of the show.
I have a question.
Yeah, if I get one, I'll be there. Just one.
I have a question
promise
for
you'll
both
get
of
a
you.
lot.
So, did you know that Alan Keating's coming back on February 13th with the guys from the All In podcast?
No, but that's exciting. I
Yeah,
love Alan.
that's going to be a huge. It's going to be super high stakes Monday here at Hustle Casino Live.
I think that's the game I can't get in. Can I, Ryan? I want to play.
You want to play?
Yeah.
I don't. I mean,
I
I'm
don't
not
think I
sure.
can get in. I think he said there's no seats. Is that the game with Chimoth and stuff?
Yeah. So,
Ask Ryan if there's a seat.
is there a seat? The only game of the year you can't play. But you know what's cool is that I finally got my chance to commentate. I mean, your guys' games are awesome, but I finally got the chance to commentate one of
big game?
the really big, highly viewed games.
Which one?
And Ryan told me last night, I'm flying Bart out here. I can't.
Really?
I can't trust you with this shit.
Did you really do one?
What?
Did you really do one?
No, I mean, I was going to, but Ryan said that I could. What'd you say I could do? I could work. I could help Tito with chips that day.
Carrying it?
No, but so anyways, there won't be Max Payne money that night.
There'll be a Max Payne. It just won't be.
That'd be
the
amazing.
show.
Likely, we'll have this anti-game 2.0 on Tuesday. Should I try and play with you for the?
Fuck yeah.
Should I?
Of course.
Should I try and play the Tuesday game?
Absolutely.
You want to play if I play?
Ryan,
Because they're not gonna have Monday.
I would absolutely
If you
love
play,
Billy.
yeah. If you're going to be in it, yes.
Yeah. So if
Because you're the only one going to pay me up.
so me and you will play on the 14th on Valentine's Day.
Oh, it's
my God.
Valentine's Day?
This
I
is
don't,
it?
I don't
No
know if I
way.
can play. I
I
swear.
cannot.
I'll wear
that.
pink. This is a long-winded way of me asking you if
you know,
you'll be my
I
Valentine.
missed out 2 Valentine's Days
Oh,
with
you
my
can't-
wife.
yeah,
I
you
cannot do the third.
Is Ryan running a show on Valentine's Day?
Yeah, of course.
I don't think I can play that day either.
All these dates, why did he pick up
Ah,
Valentine's Day?
Hallmark holiday. Come
Oh.
on, Valentine's. You guys.
Well, you know what?
What?
You've been there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
So,
When you
okay,
have a
let's see.
fiance that's
How many
giving-
I'm
we
not
have?
saying that.
How many we have? One?
One what? The
What about
vote?
me? Yeah, don't say it.
88%.
No way.
We had 72 votes. We only have 52 likes, 72 votes. That's just the nature of the beast.
Oh my God.
Ryan, keep firing off questions.
I have a question. So, I have a question from you.
Sure.
In the past few months,
Yes.
you really got your ass kicked.
Yeah, I'm down a lot on this show.
And these 2 weeks, how does it make you feel at the end of the show?
Lonely, because you're not here. I'm not
Beside
kidding.
that, beside that.
I know it feels good. Obviously, it feels amazing to run piping hot. It helps, you know that I'm not like caked off like you guys are. It helps a lot, but I've played poker for so long. I know it just goes like this and this, and it'll be the other way soon enough. And I'm not looking forward to it.
Hopefully it
If
won.
Monday, I hope it goes to you and Hillary. I hope it goes to Hillary. She's been
Hillary,
She's been in the ICU at the poker hospital for
Oh my God! Yeah,
months.
yeah. I talked to her doctor. She said
Yes.
she's really in a bad shape.
Yeah, but
she
you're gonna-
needs a lot of praying. So.
You're gonna break her out, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Ryan. This is the pregame show for tonight. You got any questions for the legend DK or J Books? How does the new ante structure change the way you play?
Oh, sorry to jump in. Jeremy,
Do it.
I've been watching you playing poker in the past.
Yeah.
But this past few sessions that you played,
Yeah.
you made a couple of good calls, and you made legendary fold. And I couldn't believe that you changed your game that much. It just, do you have any buddy to teach you or?
No,
'Cause-
I play a lot and I
No,
talk a
because
lot.
you're doing really good. I mean, you're playing really good, and I
Thank
have
you.
to give it to you. This past couple of sessions that I watched, it was amazing.
I appreciate it. No, I play a lot of poker. I watch a lot of poker. I definitely talk about some hands with friends that I respect. Sorry, your question though was about the structure?
Yeah. So how'd you get so good? You're just awesome is the answer. Just like I'm naturally sick.
Yeah, that's
at
pretty
everything.
much it.
Okay.
I was born in Germany. I trained under Fedor Holtz for a long time.
Yeah.
I grew up in that academy. I'm really not from the United States of America. Jeremy's not even my name. It's really Igor.
How do you like the new structure as opposed to the old, and what adjustments have you made?
I like the new structure a lot. At first, I didn't love it. I still think people are taking a long time to kind of get used to it. So I think it's going to be really interesting to see Chris in it. And depending on what mood he's in, Chris has 2 gears. He has one gear where he plays really fucking good, and he has another gear where he plays like an absolute maniac, 3 and 4 betting every hand.
That's my favorite gear.
That's my favorite gear too. But he puts max pain on people with that gear because he's just gonna put you in gross spots and he's gonna make weird hands and he's gonna do stuff. But I hope to see that Chris today. And the game will play astronomically bigger than it's played the past 3-4 weeks, because when you have guys like Mayhem in there and Big John and stuff, they're gonna be doing a ton of calling. Chris and myself and a few others are going to be doing a ton of 3 betting and 4 betting, and then the game gets big. And it's going to be interesting to see people like Francisco, who likes to limp a lot and see flops for cheap, like play in a structure where you just don't get to do that anymore.
Yeah, it's going to be
I think that's going to be an interesting thing.
Cool. What else, Ryan?
Well, Francisco, he's playing really good.
He's playing really good.
And I think one of the players that I really like him, in action, is Francisco.
You like him?
Not like him personally, no offense, but the way he plays.
Oh yeah, he's been playing very well. Last week he really punted though. He ran super hot in some hands, where he was drawing dead to a chop and still lost like a 50 piece.
Yeah. When you get Francisco tilted, he doesn't like openly tilt, like emotionally, but he does with his play.
Yeah.
So someone in the chat wants to know, how is it that you are able to never tilt, just maintain this zen-like state?
I have to admit, I am trying. I've gone to multiple doctors for this. I'm trying to get better.
I think it doesn't have to do the way you play. It does have to do with your blood. You're just calm person, and you don't give a fuck about. You
gotta see the end of each show.
Well,
yeah, you're seeing me when I'm running well.
Yeah.
When I'm not running well, yeah, I can be a little bit of a menace. I'm trying to calm that part down, mostly for myself, to be honest, because when I do it, I'm just like in my head, and I think people love seeing me tilted like that, but I'm trying to tone it down a little bit. I think some of it's normal, and I think Billy's probably, you're an emotional guy. Yeah. You wear your heart on your sleeve. You understand.
Have you seen Billy when he goes on tilt?
Yeah,
he goes like,
I have.
Here, DK, take it all. Take it all.
But I like it.
He goes like, and I take it. Yeah, of course
I like that, because you're a human. You're not a robot.
Yeah.
Like, you have emotions, you know?
No, he goes really emotional.
He does.
You tilt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen you tilt several times.
No.
I don't know if I've seen
it doesn't matter.
Like emotionally tilt though. Does he, or does he just tilt with his play? He gets like emotional.
Well, someone asked earlier if Ryan keeps the cameras rolling after stream, because you guys sometimes play after Tuesday nights. But Monday night, we play late, and I said no, and I'm glad they don't, because it gets crazy in here. There's yelling, there's all kinds of shit going on.
Now, why do you think that is that happens after stream and not really as much on stream? Or do you change your play?
Because we play double word PLO bomb pots.
Yeah. And do you change your play a lot, you think, on stream versus off stream? Like, do you care what people think? Do you not care? Are you playing hands differently on stream because people are watching? Like, what
of course.
Would you say?
Well, I'm playing.
You do care, really?
No, I don't care. I try and put on a show. I want to win the VPIP thing.
Right.
Like,
when you're off stream, are you gonna?
Before I started working here, I never watched streams, so I was familiar with the VPIP board. I always knew what VPIP was, But I said, you know what? I want to win that. Like, I saw that the chat cares about that. The chat pros care about that. I was like, I want to win that.
Like, I want to be Nick Vertucci. I want to be number 1 on the VPIP chart.
Yeah.
And the raise chart.
Right.
And the winning chart, which he's not number 1 on
I
any
would
of them
never
anymore.
see Nick be in the hand 71%.
71, that would be 3 shows for Nick, maybe 4.
And then
What's
this is
17 times 4? 34?
DK, I need your expert opinion on
68.
this. Everyone's wondering, so Nick Vertucci, poker player, loves poker, studies, whatever the fuck he does, right?
Whatever.
He's going for 11 losses in a row tonight. Do you believe he has it in him to accomplish that feat?
Absolutely,
You do?
I do.
Okay, and you've been watching him play lately?
Yes.
Okay. Are you rooting for him to turn it around, or are you kind of rooting for him to keep the streak alive?
No, turning around.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh, that's very nice.
I like him. You know,
He's a nice guy.
He's a nice guy.
But it's also kind of funny.
Yeah, I know, but you know, he will get it back. Is the question? The question is when.
Okay.
If he can hang it in there till he can turn the table around.
So you know what? If he's gonna get it back anyway, I kind of want to see him lose again.
You know,
for
I
11th
think
time, you
is
know?
he playing today?
He's
is.
playing today.
So today is going to make it or break it. Let's
You
put it
know
that
what
way.
would really be great is if Chris just punished him today to make it number 11. That would really rub salt in the wound.
So
I think
it's different.
Ask Ryan who he would like to punish Nick the most tonight. It would have to be Chris, right? To just like in
Ryan,
epic
who do you want to
fashion.
punish your partner?
I think it has
And
to
we
be
know
Chris.
we don't even have to ask you, Ryan, whether you're rooting for. Yeah, well, let's just ask the question where you
Or
know the
me.
answer to. Are you rooting for 11 or 1? Are you rooting for keep it going or
Oh my
turn it
God,
around?
Ryan's 100%. Ryan's rooting for 30. Like as much trolling as Nick does to Ryan.
Oh my God.
100%.
He says he
What
always
a
roots for everyone
partner.
to break even.
Break even?
I don't believe him.
No.
What a bullshit answer. Guy must run the show or something.
The guy that zooms in on you every time, like you do
Go to
something.
read my
Like,
corner.
oh,
doesn't-
Eric Person's in the chat. Have you ever played with him?
Many times.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Where? On stream? No, Vegas or something.
Vegas.
Is he going to be in
He's
the
awesome. I love Eric.
the February 13 game with? No. Okay.
Eric's the man, dude. I
I've
love Eric.
commentated when I was commentating when he.
There's Nick's in the chat.
Uh-oh. Wow, Vertucci
Oh,
says.
Nick's in the chat. Will it be
Yeah.
number 11?
When Eric Person, I believe I was commentating the night that he just ended Dr. Batman.
yeah.
Or no, I wasn't commentating that night, but I was commentating a different night, and he's a very fascinating player.
Super fascinating.
He's gotten Garrett to like. He was the only one to ever get Garrett to like just make the completely
Bad decision.
over and over.
Snap called him.
And like
then,
one time he got
took his
extra
bet
5K
back.
out
Yeah.
of him, and then
Oh,
he
yeah.
got him to call, and it was
He's
just
a
like.
master of speech play.
Yeah.
He's honestly, I mean, I've played with a lot of people. He's definitely the best speech
So let me ask you
player
this:
I've
if
ever
I want to
played
play today, what are the chances that I'm going to be winning -0?
You want to play on this game today?
Yeah, I'm just saying. What are the chances that I'm going to be winning?
Ryan said, "Tell him we have a seat."
minus 37.
No, I think you've been playing well lately.
Really?
Yeah.
What's Nick saying?
thank
Wow,
you.
J-Bugs for.
Yeah. Nick Vertucci is watching the pregame show.
He's getting ready.
Nick, what are you doing to get ready? Are you going to go for 11 or are you going to go for 1? What are you doing? Is he warming up his leg? What's he doing right now?
What does he say?
I think
Long
Nick,
memory. I think Nick's actually tilted right now.
I think Nick wants to break
I
a
love
record.
Nick. He knows that I love him. It's all a joke, but I mean, you guys keep asking me about the
He
streak,
wrote
so
long memory with like 11 G's. The man.
he's an Italian, man. They got long memories, man.
Oh my God.
Tell him his partner in crime is really egging this on.
What is his? Do you know his birthday? What day is it?
Nick's birthday?
Yeah.
In March.
What day?
I don't know.
Like 13, 17,
17.
17?
What's he
Okay,
remembering,
Nick,
though? What's
Go
his
to
long
17
memory
and then
about?
you can break it.
Okay.
What's he remembering about, though?
So He's
Long J-Bugs. What did I say? What did I do?
I don't know. Nick's fragile right now.
What did
He's
I
like,
do?
you know, big muscular. He's fragile right now. We've all been there. But the
I almost
problem
just
is,
spit water all over your face. I was laughing.
the problem is, we all know that like he's doing. It's not like gonna affect his life, other than
Of
like.
course. I would never say anything if I thought that. And I do think he's going to get it back.
Like if one of us broke jokes from the Monday show goes on a losing streak, it's sad, it's dark. Like, but for Nick, he owns the show and he's successful and.
I love Nick.
So
I hope he knows that. Nick, I love you. And
well, you get to tell him tonight.
yeah.
Someone's asking about the new intro, and yeah, Raver put a ton of time into that. We took the guy, Neighborhood Nick is his name, the rapper from the first intro we had on the show, and we asked him to make another song.
Oh,
right?
that'd be great.
And I actually wrote a song, and I wrote like a full song, like verse, chorus, that I thought would lead into it. And this guy took some of the lines, like 5 o'clock YouTube. I don't know if J Boogie, Never Walk Away, J Boogie's in there, but yeah, took some of the lines I wrote. I still want to record the one that I wrote sometime, maybe with you and like some.
we should.
But Raver killed it. Have you seen the new intro?
No.
You're dancing in it.
No shit.
Yes.
Fuck, I gotta watch
Yeah,
that.
so stay tuned. We've got about 20 minutes left.
Nick is really on one.
Oh, yeah, Nick is.
He is on one. All right, I'm going to be
Don't be a
careful.
pussy now, Jay. Nick, on a scale of 1 to 100, okay, March 27th. So he has to go, you want to go for 27 L's in a row?
Yeah, sorry, that's the deal. So Nick, I'm sorry. So you're gonna have to live with it. You're gonna go up to 27, and then you can break it.
Yeah, this person says J-Bugs beats Nick in a fist fight. Yeah,
Whoa.
it could get ugly tonight, I guess.
Wow, you're going to want to stay tuned. We've got another
There's fighting,
20
poker,
minutes or
there's
so
all sorts of things happening.
of the legend DK and the Tuesday night superstar J Boogie doing the pregame with me, and then an hour where I'm going to break down last night's session. I'm going to do my podcast on this stream, and then we got the new countdown, which we just talked about.
Nice.
Even the 30 minutes leading up to the intro is going to change soon. And the intro, have you heard it?
I don't think so.
It's got slow roll in there,
Really?
raise it up. It's pretty
nice.
good, and you're a star of it. You're
No shit.
dancing, yeah, it's great.
So when is it gonna?
You'll see it tonight.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice.
And then at 5 o'clock, the cards will be in the air with just a stellar lineup, and that's something that any commentator or pregame host is going to say any night, but it's true. Like, Luda's back from vacation. It wasn't the same without him. Last week, I had to go a little crazy in the booth. I had to start screaming river cards that made no difference to the hand.
It's a 9.
It was a 4 of spades that I just had nothing to do with anything. Unbelievable. But I don't need to do that when Luda's here and you're here.
No.
And Nick Vertucci's coming in on tilt saying, "Fuck you, Gerry."
There's gonna be some
Yeah.
fire.
And
I can
Pepe?
feel it in the air tonight. Pepe's got a swag, a silent swagger
He's
about
a
him.
slow roller. He does the, he's got a nice little.
He just
nice
looks like a
little
boss.
Pause and go. A little stop and go with the slow roll. Like,
He looks like a boss. He's got the cool tattoo of
oh my
cards
God,
and
dude.
money rolled up.
He
and
is
Pepe is
a
the
star.
He's a don.
The pro is a needler.
Who else do we got? Is Julia playing tonight?
Julia from Palmdale, she played last night.
She did.
Play last night.
Yeah.
She plays good.
Yeah, she's a tryhard. She
tries too
she's
hard.
a Tanya tryhard.
She might be out of here
Yeah.
for trying too hard.
So
How did she do? Did she win last night?
I don't know. She was up. She was down a bunch, up a bunch.
Did you heard about
She
the
gave a lot of
comment?
action, actually.
The comment that Raymond made last night.
What?
Regarding the Sammy, the guy that was playing last night.
Oh, the mayor of Palmdale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, the
He's
Sammy.
a legend. Sammy.
Raymond said that Sammy, it looks like discounted DK.
Yeah.
That was awesome comment that he made.
You guys have similar pre-flop strategies, I think.
I need to change that.
No.
I saw it, it's
No,
horrible.
no. Please don't. Please don't.
You don't want me to change it?
Nope.
No, I think
Don't
it's-
change it. But just
I'm gonna start playing like Jeremy.
no. Then you have to go to a different night.
Yeah. That's what I want to change Monday.
Oh man, it's.
Bring DK to Tuesdays?
Oh my God.
Sounds like a plan.
Hey, that's all the
DK
actions are.
He'll only play if I play.
I want you both. Ryan, get them both in. DK
No, I would
and
never give up my
DGAF.
Monday night. Never, ever.
Yeah.
That's
I want
my
to see I want to see DGAF come in on a Tuesday show
guys
and
are too
just.
good, man.
I want to play against them.
You guys are too good. I don't think so.
Yeah, I agree.
Hey, what do
I think we're
you
too good
say
for 'em.
if one night me and you play on Tuesday?
Yeah. Okay.
And me and you from Monday night
I mean,
coming to Tuesday.
I'm gonna have that big bin of Coronas. If I'm the only one drinking, like it's gonna be
No,
depressing.
I would be there with you.
No,
Yeah,
you won't
I
be.
would be with you.
I'll even drink the night you play Tuesday.
Okay. Well, maybe
If we have one
But we
of
can't do
those.
it on Valentine's.
No, because then I'll probably be divorced and not have a child anymore.
Yeah, you're gonna have to deal with child alimony
I'll have
and
to have Ryan raise the kid. He'll turn out all fucked
Ryan
up.
would be a great father figure.
He would.
Yeah.
A big manly
Ryan, you got
figure
any
in
other questions for us?
My child's life.
Nick, if you're still in the chat, are you actually tilted right now, or are you having fun with Jay Boogie?
I
Let
hope
us
he's
know.
having fun because I might hide or like find a bodyguard to escort me
I
in
mean,
here before they pat
a
me
big
down
guy.
with the Garrett.
he works out all the time. He's got a
He does.
gym at like his office.
If there's two people I
And
wouldn't
he's-
fuck with in this
yeah.
game physically, it would be Nick and Mayhem. I think.
Yeah,
Mayhem looks like he just like chops trees all day and would fuck you up.
Yeah, Mayhem. You don't.
That's
fuck
why
with.
I'm even scared sometimes to tell him to like hurry up a little bit because he plays slow because I just think he
Yeah.
might kill me.
Yeah, his better half Brandy is in the chat. Do you know that on Tuesday nights? She's great. And,
Really? No, I didn't know that.
And like Magic,
He's a super sweet guy.
Magic screwed over Mayhem in some hand and asked her if he's welcome to Palmdale, and she said, "Yeah, well, we got a lot of land out here.
We'll
no
find a place to
cameras.
to bury you.
Yeah.
I like it.
So,
I like it. What's up, man?
do you care what dealers are dealing tonight?
No, they're all equally bad.
They suck, right?
Terrible. I don't know why they don't find new ones.
Who's your favorite dealer?
None of them.
Magic.
Magic. Yeah.
He's my favorite.
I feel like he's like.
He's the biggest bad beat dealer.
No, he's awful like for bad beats, but he's a DJ. He's got that DJ look.
He does.
Right?
He loves it when someone bets like a 50 ball on the river. You can tell he gets excited.
I love the way he calls like someone bets 2,300, Michael Jordan 2,300, 9 large. Like he's got.
This is the only place where they'd allow him to work and say those things. I think.
It would be so tilting for the casino floor and the dealer's like, what? I'm a star.
Magic Johnson,
My hair's perfect
bitch.
right now. Like I'm handsome. Everybody loves me, and I'm just gonna like make fun of you.
I love Magic.
Yeah.
Did Nick answer? What did he say?
Who would win an arm wrestling match between the three of us?
I think Jeremy.
Jeremy would?
Yeah.
Against DK?
Well, you have. Look at it.
Oh,
I mean,
against
come on,
DGAF?
it's like a tree.
DGAF would.
I think I'm gonna win.
Really?
You want to do it?
Let's do it.
Wait, you guys are arm wrestling on camera?
Oh yes, let's do it.
If you lose to DK right now,
I know, but how are we gonna do it?
We're gonna do it.
I can do it. I'll hold your guys' hand.
No, we're not doing it. Sit down.
Come on, let's do it.
Just sit
Let's
down,
fake it.
buddy.
Just fake it.
They let you out of the poker
fake
hospital
it.
for 2 hours, and
Yeah, and then
you're
I'm
going
coming challenging you.
This
He wants to
guy's
arm
like
wrestle.
judo. This guy works out all the time.
Does he?
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do
you know judo?
workout every morning.
Like
for 1
karate
hour.
or like
No,
taekwondo?
boxing
or,
and
boxing?
weight and
He looks like he's in good shape.
Yeah. He.
How old are you, DK?
Yeah. He got.
What do you think?
Didn't you get like 7th place for 75-year-olds and up in the last like?
No, actually, I play soccer, and we won a tournament in 2020.
Really?
Tell
55
the
and over.
people and tell Jeremy about your clean eating.
My what?
That you eat clean, or what you eat, or and why.
Well,
This is a really cool story, actually.
okay.
Do you mind?
No, absolutely. What he understands.
Yes,
I
that's
am
what.
eating really clean, too.
Because I don't eat meat or chicken if it's not kosher.
Okay.
Because I keep kosher and for
I didn't
almost
know
30
that.
years.
I didn't know that.
30,
Okay,
actually
very
32
cool.
years I'm keeping kosher.
Tell
and I'm not eating.
everyone why or what the spark was.
Oh, that's.
Is that too personal?
No, that's.
It's a beautiful story, man.
Just the thing is, they have to know me from before,
No. Okay.
or they have
can
to
I
know
paint the picture?
something, about me in the past that why I make that decision.
Can I paint the picture a little bit or no?
Absolutely.
So you're a refugee.
Yes.
You had nothing. Came over here.
Nothing.
Grinding, truck driver, all these jobs. Save up some money and get robbed.
Yes.
That kind of thing. Nothing was going your way, and you were really struggling, and you went to see someone.
No,
us about
I
that.
actually didn't. I didn't went to see someone. I was working in downtown, and then this guy came in. It was one of those rabbi, with the big
Yep.
hat and all that. And he asked for donation, and I gave him, whatever. And I asked him, look, I always give donation, but how come I never been successful in anything that I do? And he goes like, because your thought is wrong. And I said, why? He said, because you always wanted to take something. Why don't you give to your God, whoever you believe? Why don't you say, whatever that you wish?
Right.
That if I don't do this for you, would you, consider something like that? So I made that decision, and I say, okay, you know what? I'm not going to eat non-kosher anymore. And I made that decision. Within a week, my life turned around.
Wow.
And this is a true story.
And from that, how
From
did it
that,
turn around? You got opportunities. You started
It just
working
came
different,
one
everything.
after another, one after another.
So
I made it biggest deal in my life when
Wow. That is a cool story.
So I don't
very
want to
cool.
ruin it and keep doing it.
Yeah.
And how many years ago was that?
That was
It's like 30 years
22 years ago.
22 years ago.
Yeah, right before I get married.
That's amazing.
And now you're
Now he's
you're
prospering.
Yeah, I mean, beyond prospering. He's just like an end boss type. Yeah, it's a cool story that you told me one time.
Yeah, this is, I try to tell that story to some of the, people that I know, because I'm trying to inspire them. Like, you really can make this happen in your lifetime. And it could happen.
I love that.
You're just going to have to believe in it that you wanted to do it. And I believe in it, and, it happens. It happens to me.
The luckiest turn of events for him was that he got to start playing poker with me.
Yeah.
Double board PLO bomb
Of
pots.
course.
And then like
And then his fortune, and his chart just spiked astronomically.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, right on top of the mountain right now.
That is a cool story though about and giving back, and it also is cool that you were giving donations all the time when you didn't have much. Like that's a cool part
That
of
was
it too.
that was the point.
You know that most people, this is a true fact, like the people that give the most are actually the people that have the least, because they like understand the struggle, so they actually give more.
Yeah.
Like homeless people give stuff like more than like
There is this guy every day. If you pass by exit in Rosecrans in 110 freeway, there's this guy is sitting there. I don't remember. I just don't want to mention, but I'm saying it just for us. Every time I pass by there, I give him $100 bills. You have no idea how I could feel in his eyes like how happy this guy gets when he gets that
That's
money.
awesome.
It makes me so happy because I've been there.
Can I ask you a serious question?
Absolutely.
It's not Nick Vertucci, is it?
Hey, I don't know. It's like clogged up, hat,
Does he have a big- does he have a 10 on his shirt?
It could be. I don't know.
Maybe an 11 next time you see him.
So thank you for sharing that. I mean, this is the pregame show. We're gonna have this amazing show. I'm gonna do an hour of capturing last night's amazing show, reliving it, and then we're gonna have this incredible anti-game 2.0. Ryan, any other questions about tonight? And thanks for sharing that.
Yeah,
I like it.
absolutely.
Thank you.
Ryan, what's Ryan doing? He's just having
He's
a
sleeping.
cigarette or something?
Yeah, he's sleeping.
It's taking a nap.
So, what do we got here? Yeah, a lot of people want to see you back. The poll? Oh, well, the poll died. I don't know what the hell happened, but
I just saw Barry walk by.
Barry
that played on the show.
Barry Walsh walked by where?
He just walked by.
Right now?
Oh,
Barry's
wow.
He hasn't been.
Was there
No.
a shuttle over from the hospital?
The hospital
Did you guys all
arrived
ride
here.
together?
I feel like we gotta get Barry on stage. Do we know why he's here? Is he playing tonight? What's happening?
I think they all.
Can we get Barry on here?
There was a shuttle.
I swear to God, on Valentine's Day, you want to know the other reason I can't play? I'm going to see a show with my fiance that Barry's putting on, a comedy show.
Where?
It's gonna be Vegas.
It's here. It's on La Brea or something. I got a table. I'm going there. I think it's gonna be super fun.
I've texted you both this, and you both airwelled me. I need the people to know about it. So there's meetup games with vloggers
I heard about
and different shows.
He's right there. Look, Barry, the man.
Oh,
There he is.
There he is.
Oh, he's getting mic'd up.
All right, amazing.
All right. So, on February 26th of this year will be the mother of all meetups.
Okay.
It's not Mariano. It's Mariano and like 19 other people from the show. Hopefully you will join us. It's a Sunday. Hopefully you will join. I texted you both, but you're both too big time. You just fucking airballed me.
Oh, yeah.
And we're gonna have a DJ. The game's gonna be, I think, 2-3 or 2-5. I can't remember exactly
And all
what it
the
is.
chat pros will be there?
All the chat pros. There's gonna be drinks and food. It's gonna be
Amazing.
Hey,
we're gonna fill
Barry.
the whole
What up, man? How you doing, buddy?
How you been,
love
DJ?
it.
Good.
Yeah.
Everything good?
See you. What's
This
up,
guy.
everybody?
What's up, buddy?
What's up, baby?
How are you?
Good to see everybody. What's up, baby?
Man,
What's
I'm
up,
about
dude?
to see you again on
Yeah, on the
Valentine's Day.
14th.
How you
Yeah.
been?
I'm
I miss you,
incredible.
buddy.
Here, have a
man.
seat. What-
You're the only one that I look forward to see your outfit on the
Because
chat.
he always
Thanks
looks
very
good,
much.
man. He's always
Did
got
I
the
always
matching
have the-
shoes to
you
the
always
matching
have the
shoes,
nice one.
matching
I know I'm
everything.
probably throwing the symmetry off on the cameras and stuff.
No, you're good.
No, you're doing great.
Oh, man, you're good.
I actually just stopped by. I had a meeting now. I was on my way back.
You got
Yeah,
the
everyone's
beard and everything. This is new.
Yeah,
this
yeah,
is
yeah.
new.
Let me get to the question. Everyone.
Oh, there he is.
Wow.
Harry's looking good.
Looking wiser these days.
Yeah, I am. I'm old, brother. I'm 56, 57 in March.
You got the
Oh,
big
when are we gonna
watch
baby?
on, you got
When are we gonna
everything.
see you back on the show playing?
I don't know. I took some time off. You know, it wasn't about the poker or the money. It's about, my mental mind state. So I had to make sure that
yeah,
I had to make sure I'm good.
yeah. You good?
I'm good. I'm
I
great.
had an
Plus,
MRI.
I had to work.
I had an MRI 2 weeks ago, and then I told my friend I had to go to MRI
Yeah.
for my brain.
Yeah.
And he goes did they find anything in it?
I doubt it.
I didn't want to ask
I
you the
doubt
same
it.
question.
All they saw were
Yeah.
7-4 offsuit, it just said in their brain.
So he just said on Valentine's he's going to a show that you're putting on. Why don't you hype it
Yeah,
up a
so
little
on
bit?
my show, I have Tiffany Haddish and a huge special guest. I think, if Tiffany isn't big enough, there's a huge guest that's going to be there.
Hell yeah.
Kevin Hart.
It's pretty big.
Can I?
Where is
Big
it?
as they
Can I get the
I'm
ticket?
at the Brea Improv on Valentine's Day.
Are there seats still available?
There are. The first show I sold out. The second show, there's probably about 100 tickets left.
Is the second
should
show
go,
the 14th?
Billy.
The second show is the same day, yeah. One is at 6
Billy, you want to
p.m.
go?
Yeah.
One's
Let's do
at
it.
6
Can we
p.m.
do
I'm going at 6
I
p.m.
have
I
him.
think you should go.
I have him a table already for a party. at
On the
6.
second show or the first
How
one?
many do you have?
No, but we all want to go together.
Only 2?
You wanna go?
Yeah, we'll do 6.
Come on.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Okay. We're gonna go to
So
that.
yeah, and I'm performing and everything. But I've been on the
Are you
road
performing?
too. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sick.
that's why I'm going. Barry told me about it.
I didn't know you actually
How
performed. I
come
thought
you
you just orchestrated.
I host and I perform, but I produce and I perform, but I mostly produce.
But it's also like these other amazing
But the
comedians.
comics are
And
incredible. The comedians
I think it'd be a fun
So
thing
are
for
we set?
Valentine's Day.
Are we
you guys
set?
are set.
Ask your girl.
Yeah. We're going.
Okay, you guys got to go.
All right,
That'll be
cool.
fun.
Yeah.
Boom,
I miss
got
you
it.
guys tremendously.
Hey,
You still watch
Monday
the show?
night is nothing without you, man.
I watch it. I chime in I watch on Mondays and see when I'm flying out. Travel days are Mondays and Thursdays and Mondays. So when you have a show on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, your travel day is Thursday.
Yeah.
You arrive Thursday, you set up, you get ready, and then you perform Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then you leave on Monday. So I only have 2 days out of the week. So when I come back on Mondays, I have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I really don't have a lot of time. But when I'm on the road, I watch.
Yeah, I see you in the chat sometimes.
I chime in after about 6 o'clock, 6 p.m.,
Yeah.
6 or 7 p.m.
Nice.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you really when you're not feeling it, you shouldn't play poker. Right?
I did, it took me, and it wasn't like I was actually the winningest player, period, for a while.
Yeah.
And then the big game started getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And, I was probably up, $250,000, and then I just tapped out. I was good. I'm up.
Yeah.
I'm in the hospital, but I can pay the bill.
Barry's also just like one of my favorite people to just interact with at the table.
Yeah.
he's
Just
so
like
fun.
just
I mean,
fun
he's
to
fun.
have around and like
appreciate that, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like
the
clinking
aura.
drinks
He's
with
just
you. Yeah.
He's always got. What's the drink you always drink?
I think they know. Ask them what
What's
is
it called?
July
again?
18th was the last time you played on our
It's
show.
got that.
Was it really?
It's
Yeah.
got that
Drink.
weird
Wow.
name.
It's
I
got
don't
like
know.
it's the Hennessy mixed with the other.
No, it's-
what's it called?
French Connection.
Yeah.
French Connection.
You're still up. You're still up a significant amount despite the bad
Lifetime.
run at the end. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
How's Jeremy doing lifetime?
Ask him.
In this show, just alone, I think I'm up on this show.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. Who cares?
Yeah, it's the game.
You're
It's
gonna
all
get
about today.
You're gonna get him tonight, and we're giving
It's all
away
about
2%.
today. We're giving away 2%.
How come you don't ask
So
me the same
giving.
question?
God, if it was Luda's
Everyone
money,
knows you're
woo.
up. What DK is up?
Luda's on this-
A
Luda's
mill or
playing?
two, or what, Ryan?
Oh, wow.
Do we have a seat for Barry for
is DK
tonight?
up a
He
million
just
or
found
two?
out Luda's plan.
Yeah,
He wants to
really.
buy
not
another
that
watch.
much.
Yeah,
I
I
think
like that one.
about 400.
Very nice.
You're,
Very nice.
you're up right around 400K.
Yeah.
So
DK's
How
up
about you?
400K.
I heard you've been killing.
I've been running hot lately. Yeah.
Yeah, good for you. Man.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
I mean, the last time I had the Zell, we were playing after hours. Like, you guys don't know this. I was so fucking drunk one night. I think it was the last time I played. He and I were playing, and I kept losing 2,000 or 3,000 every hand, right? And so we were playing.
That's
You don't
typical.
remember this?
That's typical.
So I
you.
literally had to send him $30,000 the next day.
And Zell,
Yeah, it's
15 buy-ins or whatever.
Well, I mean,
We were drunk.
we both were drunk. Yeah. And it was just one of those things.
Yeah, it was a bad day at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've all had to
But
send.
you're
I had to
looking
send
good,
a
man.
wire this
Oh,
morning.
thanks.
I like the I like the look.
Oh, you like the gray?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It looks good. You
Thanks.
look good. You do look distinguished.
It'll be gone in a couple of weeks. I have a photo shoot. Picture.
What about for the show? Are you gonna have it?
It'll be gone.
Can you give us a little taste of the show?
Man, I'm not telling
No.
any jokes.
Not one joke.
You can't practice.
No,
That's
man,
material.
That's it.
I went to my first ever comedy show.
Really?
Right at the beginning of the
phenomenal.
year. It was the guy. God, Tim Dillon is that his name?
Tim Dillon?
Dylan is the
No, I
last
don't know
name.
him. I don't know Tim Dillon.
Really? Very popular. It was my first ever comedy show.
The last show I
was
saw
good.
was
Tim
Sebastian
Dillon?
Maniscalco.
Sebastian
Yeah.
Dillon, yes.
Amazing.
That's my boy.
In
Yeah,
Vegas.
he's
It
a
was
great guy.
amazing. I
Who's
loved
on the
it.
show tonight?
So we got this guy. Nick Vertucci's lost 10 in a row.
10 what? Sessions?
10
10 sessions
Yeah,
in
he's
a row.
going. He's going
Not
for
10 grand.
20. He's going for
No,
27.
he's lost a lot of grand, but he's lost 10 shows in a row, and he's trying to get to 11.
Wait a minute.
No, 27.
Hang on.
27.
Nick Vertucci has lost 10 sessions in a row.
I know. Can you believe that?
Isn't that amazing?
First off, he's a I love Nick Vertucci.
We all do.
He's a great fucking
Yeah.
guy. I love him. But he's one of the tightest. How did that happen? No,
That's
I'm-
exactly
being
what I said
serious.
to him, and look at
Well,
his reaction.
you know,
He was,
Barry, you
was
know,
like his
sometimes
side.
poker can be easy, and sometimes it can be impossible.
Yeah.
No matter what kind of game you're in.
Is he forcing it like the last seven,
Not really.
6 or 7
No.
sessions? Or?
A couple times he has, but it's just like play good all night and get top set, and someone just flopped it
Oh,
straight,
yeah.
and it's
Or
one of
a
those.
four-liner
Yeah.
flush or something.
Yeah.
Nick is
Of course.
first off, Nick is a great player.
Yeah.
He's
He
an
is.
incredible player. I don't know how he's
Pepe is your guy, isn't it?
Pepe is my boy.
He's
yeah.
playing.
I brought
He's
Pepe
playing.
to the show.
You brought him to Mexican Monday. He played
he's
solid.
fun.
Now he's a superstar.
Pepe is one of the nicest
Oh yeah, but I'm gonna.
Really
Is
is.
my seat there?
guys you will ever
Super
meet.
nice.
Pepe, I was in a bind one day, and this is just real talk. I was in a bind and I needed some help one day, and Pepe just comes out of nowhere, just like here's 10 grand, here's 20 grand, here's whatever you need, just to take care of whatever you have
Right.
to take care of.
Yeah, he's cool.
the nicest, most giving guy I've ever met.
He's great. He's become a star in our show. I played with you that time you brought him.
Yeah, he
and
was
he was very
really
quiet.
quiet, yeah.
And like, but now he like looks
out
like
of
a
his
rock
shell a little
star,
bit, yeah.
and he's slow roll. It's great, man.
The game fits him, like the way he plays.
Yeah.
It fits him. I just don't want. It fits him. I'll talk to him because I
Yeah.
just don't want you guys to, don't hurt my boy. He's,
Nah,
he's
Yeah,
No,
my
he's
guy.
in good hand. As
Yeah.
long as you know.
No, he doesn't play on Monday. He plays on Tuesday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's saying Tuesday. He's good, and he's a star.
Yeah,
He really
Ludacris
a
is
star.
back.
Ludacris is
Yeah.
back. Ludacris brought me my my AMG outside.
Hell yeah.
He did, right?
Not kidding.
He's bought a lot of people's AMGs.
I was in a hand with him, and he had a flush draw, and I had an overpair.
Yeah.
And we both got it all in, and it was 63 grand in the
and
hand.
then right after you went and bought the AMG.
And I literally went the next day
What a guy,
Hustler.
Luda.
love that.
and bought the truck.
See, he's giving.
Yeah.
Keep going. So, Okay, so thank you all for tuning in. This has been the first hour of the pregame show with Jay Boogie, DK, Barry Wallace,
What's up, man?
back. And stay tuned. I'm going to do my podcast for an hour. Recap
Sessions.
last night. Yeah, sessions. Yeah, and I'm going to recap last night's action, and then stay tuned after that for the Anti-Game 2.0. Incredible lineup. I'll be in the booth. Let's get after it.
Let's do it.
Do it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
All love.
Chat Pro, slow roll, never fold. Raise it up. Chat Pro, slow roll, never fold.
Raise it up. Chat Pro, slow roll, never fold. Slow roll, never fold. Slow roll, never fold.
Raise it up. Raise it up. Chat Pro.
Week in a row, and hopefully for every week for the rest of 2023, here is a video drop of my podcast sessions on the Hustler Casino Live YouTube channel. Week 5 of 50. This thing, man, the session. So as the 500 or so people who have signed up for my life story told in real time at patreon.com/DGAF Poker Player already know, I went into last night's Max Payne Monday session just hopefully ready to play. I kind of blew up on the people I love on Sunday. I just got too stressed out and I imploded like a volcano. And that had me feeling like absolute shit when I woke up yesterday. I rectified the blow-ups after they happened, but still, the next morning, I felt like shit. I also felt unlucky, not from poker, I've been running hot in poker, but from getting absolutely whacked in sports betting for weeks, maybe months. I went 0-4 on Sunday. I had the Niners in the over. That wasn't even a sweat. I had the Bengals in the over. That was a sweat. Lost all of them. Anyways, I recorded the lead up to this session review yesterday before heading into the Hustler, just a couple hours before. And I hoped the 80 minutes or so I spent behind the mic spilling my guts, my honest feelings, I hoped that it had been therapeutic enough such that I could play fairly well last night, because I do want to win each time I play on stream. It's one of my goals. We'll get to that later. And we're gonna get to some fun hands. One where I played very poorly. A couple I played pretty well. But before we get to all of that, let me advertise my podcast and community just for a minute. Every Monday, I drop 60 to 90 minutes of my life story, just basically what happened in the 7 days leading up to the Max Payne Monday. I'm gonna play that night, and I don't hold back. It's unabashed. And the people who sign up at patreon.com/DGAF Poker Player, they get an RSS feed, and they get these drops that the public never gets. So they know, they have context. They know what's going on with me. Am I doing well mentally? Did I have fun? Am I relaxed? Am I stressed out? Whatever it is, they have this context going into each Max Payne Monday, and I think that makes viewing more enjoyable. They also get membership to this really amazing community. I'm wearing this shirt. This was the first shirt we made for it. DGAF community. It's not about me. It's just what the people wanted to call it. And that's what this week of sessions was about. That's what most of those 80 minutes were about before me getting my therapy in. At the end, all these amazing people from all over the world, they started out, they just liked my podcast. So I built a Patreon page and they just started pledging. And then when the pledges started to get significant, it became my income, I wanted to do something for them. And I started building platforms for them to interact on. And it's just this thing now. It's really, it's unlike any other thing I'm aware of on the internet or in real life where it's all communal behavior. It's give and take. Everyone has to give, everyone has to take. You cannot take more than you give. Everyone is equal. It doesn't matter where you are in life, what your job is. Everyone is equal. And then beyond that, having fun and degenning, that's the name of the game. So if you like crazy life stories, mine is a crazy life story. I'm in the midst of a what was a very daunting comeback, but I have a lot of momentum currently. And then if you like really cool people to interact with online and in real life, sign up to become a patron today. And for the last time before we get into the hands and the players, it's patreon.com/DGAF poker player. Okay, now we're gonna get into the session. I have Ryan Feldman helping me. He's going to roll some clips and then I'm going to talk, and let's meet the players. Ryan.
This is the guy that I'm cheering for tonight. This is Supreme LA Poker. You know him as a chat pro. He is a super fan of the show. I bet if you count hours watched of the show, he's got to be like top 0.1%. Coach Ben, a youth basketball coach. He says he's ready to gamble. I believe him. He has that look in his eye. Julia, Executive Secretary of Palmdale, the Queen of Palmdale.
No, the mayor's right there. That's the mayor.
And don't let her looks fool you. She is a poker shark. Sammy, the mayor of Palmdale. He is coming here for one reason only, and that is to punt. And punt and punt.
If you know what I mean.
Sashimi. How many sashimi fans do we have out there? Follow her on Sashimi Poker, Twitter and Instagram. It will literally make her day. That's all she really measures her success on this show by. How many followers she gets. Make her day, follow her. Mr. Dr. Batman.
I'm sure I can't afford a house there, but I'm pretty sure I can afford like a.
The man, the myth, the legend. I had a nice interview with him on the pregame show today, and I was disappointed to find out that he's not actually a doctor. It's funny because he said he has 5 degrees, and so when he told me that, I said, well, one of them must be a doctorate, right? No. How about this guy, Loco Chino? Shout out to D-Generation Nation out there. He's a Twitch poker streamer and slot streamer. More on that later. DGAF, host of the Sessions podcast. He is also the host of this show on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Here we go. Making his first appearance of the year. It's mother effing Aaron. And look at those shades. I need those shades.
I need the shirt.
Yeah, it's the shirt shades combo that really makes it work, I feel like.
Fair.
Look at the buy-in amounts. Sashimi and Loco Chino buying in for the max.
Okay, there you have it. That is the lineup from last night. And they did a good job introducing them. Raver mostly, and Alex Shirelli was joining him in the booth. I just want to say a few things. The seat 1 was LA Supreme Poker. That's what this show is all about. It's all about the chat pros. Just like any business is about the customers. Well, if you got a YouTube show, it's about the viewers. And the best ones are called chat pros. They're in there in the chat box. They add a lot to the show. They help form kind of the vibe and the culture of this thing. And LA Supreme Poker is someone that's in there often. He's not in there every night, but he's in there often. And you can just tell he's a good dude, supports the show. And we've needed some support. We've been under fire last year. That's what's going to happen when you're bigger and better than the other streams. Any opportunity for people to attack you, they will take it. And anyways, you got these chat pros. My goal, ever since Ryan Feldman let me kind of have freedom with the lineups for the Monday game, used to just be a kind of a crusty 10-20, and we got a 10-20-40, and we got a lot of colorful people. I do want to bring people on that are going to, broaden the poker world, people from other industries. That's my primary goal, and people with significant social media. But I always want one seat for someone who's earned it, a chat pro like LA Supreme, 2-seat Coach Ben, someone who reached out to me, I believe is a Patron, and said I like to drink and spew. And if people say that and they can have someone vouch for them, I'll give them a shot. We'll have room for out-of-towners, a seat or two every week. And then 3 is Julia from Palmdale. She's a good character. She needs to get her social media up. She's kind of a sniper. I know she studies poker. She probably belongs on a different night, but it's okay. And then on her left is Sammy, the mayor of Palmdale. He's the action guy, or one of the action guys. You gotta have that. Those guys actually take precedent over everyone else, because no one wants to watch a boring show, even if it is people that have significant followings. Sashimi, the star of Max Payne Monday in the 5, Mr. Dr. Batman in the 6. He's a villain. I interact with him a lot. He's always been good to me. He rubs some people the wrong way, and that's okay. It's good for the show, and he has plenty of action as well. Loco Chino, another person that reached out to me. I saw his social media looks strong enough. I like what they do. They stream gambling. They stream going to the casino and playing slots, and people love it. I believe in this providing escapes for people, even if it's what you're going to watch someone play slot machine. Yeah, they do, and that's cool. Got him on. He was great. I was in the 8 seat. I used to always be in the 2 seat, but then for some reason I couldn't sit there anymore. So the 8 is the next best one for me, and so that's where I sit. And then 9 was Aaron Queskin, owner of the Hangout in Seal Beach and Huntington Beach, and another restaurant. And he's a buddy of mine, and he filled in for Spartak, who canceled an hour or two before the show. So there, the scene has been set. I get off to a very spewy start. I'm coming off, I think, the record win for this show. The previous Monday, I just ran like the sun, and the Patrons know even after the stream I ran hot. And I think I had my biggest win of all time personally. And so I'm aware of that when I start the session off, that I need to give action even more than normal. I really believe in this in life and also in poker, is when things are going really well for you, give back, give action, gambles. Yeah, you're still gonna compete, but run big bluffs, do things that are good for the show. And I kept running into it. We're gonna start off with my worst play, and I didn't actually even run into it. I just played the hand so poorly that I got owned by the mayor of Palmdale. So, Ryan, run this one, and then I'll talk about it.
20? There's 2 20s over here.
I called.
I see. Welcome in.
You got more beer?
Yep.
Thank you.
40.
What you got, Mama?
The thing that's difficult about Sammy is he has one of those old school styles where he just calls with such a vast portion of his range all the time, you know? It's really difficult to put him on hands.
And you don't know if he has good hands or
Right,
bad hands
yeah,
or
exactly.
anything in
You don't know if he
between.
has jacks and he's just calling pre.
Check. Okay, so here we are. we had a limper. I limped dark. I had king 3 offsuit. Bunch of people limp. Sashimi min raises on the button. She's actually playing behind me right now, and I don't think she listens to this podcast or watches it, but eventually she'll balance this min raise after a bunch of limps with some good hands or some reason. She always has bad hands when she does this so far, and so I look down at king 3 offsuit, and it's actually going to be better than her hand almost always, or at least, it's doing fine against her range. And so I pop it to 300. Same mistake I kind of made the week before, not big enough. It seems big enough from 40 to 300, but really in this game where everyone's here to gamble, it's not. And so you're gonna get action, and I got action from the mayor of Palmdale. Everyone else folded. I never saw what Sashimi had, but something not good. And so the old limp re-raise with king 3 offsuit, and we're heads up to the flop, and it comes Jack 10 deuce rainbow, and I don't have any equity on this flop. I'm gonna check. I often check when I'm first to act, and in spots like this with my entire range, so that's fine. And then the turn is, so we have 740 in there because people put in 20s, Sashimi made it 40, maybe 40 here. I go 300, he calls. We got 740 in there, and I flop nothing. Jack 10 deuce rainbow, check, check. Turn is a jack and puts 2 diamonds out there, and I just impulsively bet 1,700. Why? Was it, so it is my worst play, but the way I think about poker is there's merit to everything. There just wasn't a ton of merit to this play. The merit to it is Sammy was a regular on our show, and I haven't seen him for a long time. In the poker world, when you haven't seen someone for a long time, you expect when they come back that they're going to be a little risk averse. It's just an overall, a general rule. There are exceptions, and we find out my man, the mayor of Palmdale, is the exception. He's been gone for a long time, but that doesn't mean he's going to be scared money. So I'm misapplying something. Against the general population of poker players, yeah, if they've been gone a long time, they're probably not going to want to lose their first buy-in with a weak hand. When he checks back to Jack 10 deuce, I know he doesn't have a strong hand. He does not have top pair. And so most people on the planet won't want to call a massive overbet when the top card pairs. Even though I'm not repping a lot, I'm only repping something if I'm leveling, and we don't have that kind of history. It's really bad. The line I chose, if I want to win this pot, and I do like to win most pots, I should check again and hope that he bets so I can check raise. That's just much stronger, and it tells a better story. And I maybe underestimated my opponent a little bit. I definitely underestimated his gamble. I was thinking, he didn't want to lose, and that was a really bad assumption. It was awful, and that's okay. So I think this is where we're at in the hand. Ryan, can you roll the rest of it?
Call from DGAF.
1,700.
That's twice the pot here on this turn.
All in.
Look at that.
Great read by
Above the
Sammy.
rim.
I don't think DGAF ever 2x pots here with a jack, because it's kind of a weird spot to go for this bluff. I don't know what he thinks Sammy knows about that, but it seems like
I mean, the thing is,
if he had a jack, he wouldn't bet 2x pot. He'd bet like 400.
Sammy's goal coming here today, I mean, this is his first time playing on Max Payne Monday. Sammy is a regular on the ante game and other bigger games.
Okay, so you heard Alec and Raver talking about it, and Alec correctly pointed out in a very nice way that this is fucking awful. Like, DGF isn't repping anything here. He doesn't take this line with strong hands. So he's right. Sometimes I'll say like, oh, they're wrong, but he's definitely right. He's also trying to play, you can tell he's trying to play a very balanced game. Alec Torelli is the commentator. I don't. I go for mass exploit. I have so many things that are unbalanced that I just try and take advantage of tendencies, frequencies, and the rule as opposed to the exception. The rule is if someone checks back Jack 10 deuce without even thinking about betting, they don't have a Jack or 10, and they don't have pocket deuces, they have something weak, and they're hoping to try and get towards showdown. And then when the top card pairs, if you bet a lot more than twice the pot, they're just going to say, I know you don't have it, and fold. I hear that all the time. I know you don't have anything, but I'm worried about the river bet, and I fold. Okay, well, Sammy was the wrong guy for this play. It was too big, and I just wasn't quite settled in the game yet. I was being a little impulsive at the beginning, and that is okay. I've talked about this for years in this podcast. You gain spew equity. When you do something atrocious like I did, the whole table sees it. Well, he just made an impulsive, huge bet and snap folded to the all-in. So this guy in the 8th seat, and they already know this about me, but he bluffs a lot and he's impulsive. So instead of dwelling on my mistake, all I'm thinking about is I need to use this in the future to get value and to realize that spew equity. And we're going to see if that happens in this session, or sometimes it happens a few sessions down the road. I really believe in this. When you make a mistake against someone, use it to your advantage later, and then it kind of, well, my line was very negative EV for the hand. Long term, I can make it plus EV because I'm going to use that against him or someone else to get way overpaid when I have a monster and they just have a bluff catcher. So, and this was, Sammy just had he just had pocket sevens. That's a bluff catcher. I did not have a monster, but anyways, so this is, and I know some of the people that come on here study me and my play, and I'll just use it against them. I will have Jack 10 and overbet against a player, like a really thinking player that says, well, this guy doesn't rep. He's not repping anything. Okay, then if I'm not repping anything, I want to do it. And anyways, I finally got a bluff through after several attempts. I called with a double gutter against Mr. Dr. Batman. I had Jack 8. He already turned it straight and the board paired. I didn't know he was that strong. He bet tiny, and I just tried to rep the trips, which I definitely could have. I was most likely to have a 6. He could beat trips. He just called. He plays very cautiously. Well, I don't want to say that, but often he plays very cautiously against me. He just calls a lot, and yeah. So I'm just running into it, and that's okay. I had a huge week last week. Okay, I'm punting, and that's right in my heart. That's right at the poker table, and so I finally get one through against Aaron. And sometimes you need a good river card. We both had queens. He had ace queen, I had queen 3. It was king queen 9, and X, and there's 3 spades, and the river was the jack of spades or the 10 of spades. I don't remember which one. And I just didn't think he had a spade, and I turned my second pair into a bluff. And I just had a very specific read that he also had second pair or maybe top pair, but he didn't have a flush, and I sent it in, and it worked. And I did not show. I do not need to be showing bluffs, but that helped. Getting one through helped. I got a nice double. My stack wasn't that big. I buy in for 5K, and it was whittled down to like 2,400. And then I won that pot against Aaron, and so I have like maybe 3K, and I got doubled from Sammy, where I had what I was sure was at least a chop on ace, queen, X, 10-10, I believe it was, and I just went all in. It's a free roll to go all in here, and he called me on the flop, so he might have an ace, he might have a queen, and either way, it's just a free roll, and something good can happen, and he called me with a queen, and I had ace X, and so I got a double there, and then I got a really nice double from my friend Mr. Doctor, where I had queens, and it's never fun, you know, when you bloat a pot with queens and you get 2 callers, and it's Sashimi and Mr. Dr. Batman, and it comes 9-7X, and you bet, and Sashimi calls, and this guy makes it 5K. you're going to be up against 2-pair or a set a lot, but with Mr. Dr. Batman, I commentated a couple times when he's played, and I play with him enough. He's so erratic. You're just, if he can beat your overpair, that's a sick cooler. Whereas if someone like Julia is check raising or raising there to 5K, well, it's kind of a punt to give her all the money. So I got it in. Luckily, he just had top pair and didn't improve. So now I'm starting to run hot again. And I ran really hot against Mr. Dr. Batman, where I made it 600 pre-flop with sixes, and it came 8-7-6, and he had 8-7, and I bet it. I think I bet, and he jammed, or he just open jammed. So here we are, a week after setting the record for biggest luck box on Max Payne Monday. I'm even a bigger luck box, and Loco Chino asked me about it. He's like, how do you feel? Like, you're the only one winning. And I said, it feels kind of gross. You know, if you're in the game for a long time, you always kind of hate the luck box, whoever's on a heater. And then when it's you kind of feel like, oh, I'm the dickhead right now. But I've run poorly as much as anyone in my long poker career. When I was a poker pro, I went through some real stretches of being in the abyss, as I called it in an essay I wrote on 2+2 years ago. So I try to not feel guilt when I'm running hot, but I am running piping hot again, and it allows you to make some good plays. It really helps to have the best hand in No Limit Hold'em. If you're making great plays and you're just like losing the minimum over and over, I think that's a lot more impressive than just making the maximum. But when you're on a heater, it's all about making the maximum. And we're gonna play a couple hands where that's exactly what I do. Ryan, so roll the next one. This is gonna be a hand against Coach Ben.
It says DGAF running purer than the waters of Lake Minnetonka. I assume that lake has extremely pure water.
Water's overrated.
Is it? All right.
Average
Drink beer.
pot,
Gentlemen.
4 to 5 players.
Cheers.
Happy New Year.
Cheers, chat.
Happy New Year. Salute. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year's. It's a little late for Happy New Year's, but it's still January. You know what? It's the last day you can say Happy New Year's. Happy New Year's, chat.
I know.
See if DGAF could find an ace here.
Yeah, you
Probably 2 left.
Super net, sashimi net.
Sashimi the knit.
Sashimi the net.
Sashimi the.
Are you on The Sopranos as sashimi the net?
I still want to get full.
DGAF is up and down.
What
and
a
he
turn.
hits it.
Unbelievable.
See, I told you, you just need to learn to hit turns and rivers. This is what he's so good at.
This is what I'm good at, hitting turns and rivers. This is an interesting hand. This is a hand or a line that a creative lag like myself will take when things are going well. When things are not going well, your creativity goes way down. Your willingness to fire out of position into the field goes down, even though I think it's a really good play here on the flop. It's obviously very high variance, and you might have to play a big one. What happened was, so the game starts out as 10-20 with a $20 big blind ante, and then after one orbit, we put the 40 on, 10, 20, 40, $20 big blind ante, and there's lots of other straddles as well where the game is playing as big as Friday in some pots. But in general, we want to try and keep it like this 10, 20, 40 because we want it to be a friendly game for people outside the poker world, other industries, but anyways, this one's just 10, 20, 40, and Coach Ben raises to 120, probably has a good hand, and he gets 4 colors, myself included, in the small blind with 4-3 offsuit. This is giving action. It's not the worst hand because it is a connector. Shout out Jay Boogie, loves them connectors, but it's 4-3 offsuit, and the flop comes queen, 5 deuce, 2 hearts, and a club. Do you want to be leading your open-enders into the field often? No, but if you're kind of locked, and I was unsettled at the beginning, and now I'm locked from running so hot and being up. When you're up, all the stress is gone, and now you're locked in. I feel like I'm going to play this hand very well. What I'm going to do is fire with my open-ender, and likely I might just take it down now. But if not, if I get called, and Coach Ben is pre-flop raiser, he calls, he's going to have a big queen, and everyone else folds. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I already know my plan. If a heart comes, I'm going to make it look like I have a flush. I'm going to make it look like I'm milking him, and he's going to fold because he's a solid player, it appears. So you kind of have a huge draw in theory. It's queen 5 deuce, 2 hearts, I have 4-3 offsuit. So it seems like, well, no, you have a straight draw when there's a flush draw, that's not good. But against what his range, which is likely going to be ace, queen, king, queen, maybe even pocket kings or aces, all the same shit. I don't want him to have aces because he's blocking some of my outs, but whatever. I get to, if a heart comes, I feel like I get to win. I get to win by massaging the pot in such a way that he believes I have to have made a flush. Like, what else are you leading in the field with, right? If you call, people leading in the field with flush draws, so I like to do it with a straight draw on a flush draw board. The flush gets in, I get to win. The straight gets in, it's hidden. Boom. 6 of clubs on the turn. Lake Minnetonka Waka, or whatever they talked about. Running pure again. I have the stone cold nuts out of position. What to do now? It is queen, 5 deuce, 2 hearts, 6. Now there are 2 hearts and 2 clubs. I do not want to stop betting. I want to get it. He's going to pot control this card. I'm almost positive, and it's just too strong, I think, to go for the check raise. If I really thought he was going to bet, if I thought he was a more reckless player, yeah, check raise would be cool, because I would do that as a bluff as well often enough. But I think just keep putting the money in. The hearts did not get there, and I wish we could interview him. I bet you his thought is he was fixated on don't let a fucking heart come. I got top. And heart didn't come, it's a 6 of clubs. And he knows I'm going to bet again, semi-bluff, especially if I picked up equity. And so I did. I almost potted that thing. Ryan, roll that.
What do I want for the net?
You just bink turns, you bink rivers.
Where?
It's like, you know, the gangsters, they have, you know, Guido the bomb and stuff like that.
Pot size bet here really representing strong queens, better, or bluffs at this point. This is never really queen jack.
Yeah, like Aaron the bitch.
Queen 10 never bets this way. So he's really saying, you know, I have 2 pair, a set,
Yeah.
or better.
Because you shouldn't be betting many hands.
Okay. So, yeah, I size up. I want to polarize my range, as Alec alluded to. I'm not even repping 1 pair here at all. I'm repping 2 pair or better. And if you're known for bluffing and you actually have 2 pair or better, go ahead and polarize the shit out of your range, because especially on stream, they're gonna hero call you. It's hard to make 2 pair unless you're on a heater, which obviously I have been the last few weeks. So he's gonna find the call, and that's really good. If I bet smaller, he's probably gonna call as well, but you're just not making as much money. And this just makes it look more like a bluff, potting it. And I bet 1,500 and 1,680. If you think I knew the pot was 1,680, you're crazy. There's keeping track of pot size is tough in general. When you are pounding Coronas and cheersing and joking around, it's just ballpark. The pot's about 1,500, and I try and bet in hundreds just to keep the game going fast and whatnot. But you know, it's I don't want to overstate my play in this hand and the next one. It's mostly running super hot, but I do like the lead on the flop a lot, because And then the plan I have is I'm just gonna win. I'm gonna win as a bluff if a heart comes, and I'm gonna have a hidden straight if I make a straight, and he might even have 2 pair if an ace comes or a set, and that would give me the nuts. And anyways, the 6 came. I bet he called, and the river card is tougher to get action on, but let's roll that, Ryan.
I think it's not good, right?
What?
Liar?
Do I get
Does
back?
DGAF
Quite a
do
bad
for
river
sizing?
for DGAF. The backdoor flush got there. It's harder to get paid. The straight got there.
Do you like sizing up here?
I kind of like sizing down here, to be honest. I kind of like 1,800 or something like that, 2,000.
I was gonna say
Because you're
25.
really targeting a queen, and a queen can't call 4,000. 2,400, I would consider that sizing down. I wonder if Ben's going to shove.
It's pretty big though, if you think about it. I mean, that was.
And it feels like he's debating between call and fold, not call and shove with his body language. So I think shove's out of the question
Shove
here.
is now out of the question. You can't, at this point, it's too late to shove. You've given too much away. And just like we were talking about earlier, even if he hasn't, even if going all in would change everything, he feels that way. It's no longer even going through his mind. He's just replaying the hand.
Just like that.
Well, it's still a whole 4th quarter.
The main misdraw here is hearts. It helps he does not have a heart.
They were leading at some point in the first place.
Makes the call.
Maybe it's showing the bad news.
Straight?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do you get these hands?
Can't blame him for calling here. I mean,
You push on your sunglasses.
kind of underplayed his hand here.
That's
Actually had a
step
really
one.
strong
Step 1.
Yeah. I can't tell you the rest.
Blocks
all
the backdoor
available.
flush.
It's all available on the internet.
On the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, just Google Billy's or DGF sunglasses.
Yeah.
Did you have podcast?
Yeah. Okay, so luck box. I vow to never take credit for running super high. I know how much variance affects results in poker. I've played more than anyone that you know. I've played more live no limit hold'em than anyone. I used to be a full-time pro. I consider myself to be a retired pro, and now in content, I much prefer content, commentating, podcasting, what have you. But I will say, if I have to find a best play, I just kind of pick 2 hands where I realized that spew equity from early on. In my worst play, okay, I turned my worst play into a positive, not to be a total cheese dick, but I turned a negative into a positive. I got max value there from 1 pair. And I really liked, I thought, Alec wanted to go to 1,800 on the river. I think it's too small. I agree with him to size down on that board because it's queen, deuce, 5, 6, 4, or 3, I'm sorry. So any 4 makes a straight, there's backdoor flushes. I don't want to look like I'm milking him. I still want to make it big enough to where I would use this sizing with missed hearts. And, Coach Ben just decided to put in the call, and that was nice. And we're going to roll another hand where I get absolute max value. Yeah. Cool. Pelagio reg?
Pelagio.
Dragon Master says, why is Batman
dark.
here? Really hoping he gets stacked. My friend,
Oh my God.
rewind about
Oh, Nick.
15 minutes. You're in luck.
He's Arya reg.
I will make your day right now, Dragon Master.
Pelagio reg
Rewind.
is Arya reg.
You know what, 15, 16 minutes, something like that?
reg, so it's all good.
700?
Yeah.
Can't see
God,
DJF folding here
7
in
deuce?
position.
No, especially, against Aaron. These guys are buddies. They play a lot of poker together. He's going to give him action all day.
It's a perfect hand to call with because it's so easy to play post flop.
Yeah,
So
really
it's just
kind of.
you only have asymmetry to the
Yeah,
upside.
free roll.
It's not like you're going to get stacked on a 9-5 queen board. You're just going to lose nothing. But if it's 9-5-3, you double up.
Okay. And I should say that I should give you the timestamps. My worst play, if you are now listening this on audio after the fact, was just at 39.45, so just a few minutes into the show because there's a 30-minute countdown. The first best play where I got max value, I realized some of that spew equity was at 240.08, and this one is at 244, give or take. Sashimi opens to 140. It's the 10-20-40 with the $20 big blind ante. And we call, and then Aaron in the small blind, who's a solid player. You don't play forever in LA without being a solid player. I guess I'm not a solid player and I've played forever, but he's just solid. Let's leave it at that. And you hear me and Sashimi talking shit to each other a little bit. It's gonna happen when you play together all the time. Even if you're friends, you're gonna get sick of each other. And I believe it makes for a good show. I hope to have DK back soon and others. And so the viewer gets to like see like, oh, they're sick of each other right now, or he thinks she's playing like a nit, and she's calling people out for playing like a nit, but she is, and you heard me calling her Bellagio Reg. I was giving her the business a little bit because I just believe in that. If people are calling out others for playing too tight and they're playing tight, that's the worst. So, but it's all trivial. Anyways, Aaron makes it 700. I have a perfect hand, as Alex says. Pocket 3 is to call on the button, and I do. And he says you're not going to lose anything on the Queen 9-5 flop, and that was the flop. There was 1760 in there, and Aaron bets 500. So what does his range look like pre-flop? It looks like big pairs and ace king, I believe. That's what it looks like. I don't think he's old school. It's not balanced with suited connect. It doesn't have that shit in it. So it's just got big pairs and ace king. He bets 500. Okay, I'm getting a great price here. Over 4-1 on a call, and I'm gonna have to play poker, right? So he bets 500 on Queen 9-5. There's 1760 in there. Now there's 2260. I'm gonna go ahead and put the 500 in. He might have ace king, or you could sometimes bink your 2-outer. Either way, I'm gonna play poker in position. That's what I like to do. And so now the pot goes to 2760. And let's roll the next street.
So there's just really nothing bad that can happen. And
Well, set over set it.
Yeah, but that never happens. I just consider that never because it's so
Okay, so Alex says, yeah, there's nothing bad that can happen with pocket. He's right. And Raver says set over set. Set over set happens, and it's just, but it's so infrequent that if you're worried about it, you're worried about the exception as opposed to the rule. The rule is if you flop a set with threes, you're going to get the money in that spot, or if you make a set of threes or a straight or something, you're going to get the money. And anyways, I said there's 2760 in there, and this is a very important street. The turn is a 5, a fantastic card if you have an overpair, and I am a little bit surprised Aaron didn't bet here. He, of course, is worried that I've called with bottom pair on the flop. The beauty of deep stack live no limit is I'm in position. His range is quote unquote stronger than mine, significantly stronger. Fucking He-Man compared to fucking olive oil ranges, right? But also, then when the flop comes out, guess who can have everything? Me, olive oil. And He-Man can only have maybe top set, but other than that, he's got an overpair or ace king. And so this is fun. I like this. I have made a lot of money over the years playing deep in position with the widest range, the weakest range pre-flop, which becomes a strength post-flop. And the turn's a 5, and against ace king, you're gonna wanna bet here. And I just picked up on something that he didn't like that turn card because I definitely could have a 5, but he wasn't gonna fold, and so it seems too spewy to bet the turn. Whereas against many players, if they take that line Aaron did, they have ace king, and so you want to bet now to deny equity because on Queen 9-5-5, you're going to lose on an ace, a king, a queen, or a 9, and that's a lot of cards. But I'm sitting next to him. I'm pretty locked in. I'm buzzed, of course, drinking a bunch of Coronas, but I I decided to not bet. This is not ace king. This is him being tricky. I know he's a very tricky player, and he's a combination of tricky and cautious. He's going to pot control on a card where it's just a beautiful card for an overpair. Queen 9-5, you get that 5 on the turn. I'd be inclined to bet it again, but I'm less pot control-ish or E than he is, and so the best part, well, so far, pre-flop is totally standard. Call with Sashimi, her open with 3s. I'm not 3-betting Sashimi a lot. I'm not 3-betting Julie a lot. In general, I don't even 3-bet a lot unless it's like to isolate someone that's going to work and it's a hand I want to isolate with, but we don't need to get into that. Pre-flop is basic, call on the button, call his big raise, try and flop a set, right? And occasionally you have the best hand against ace king. Queen 9-5, he bets so small, it's a one-time call. Turn 5, if he bets, you got to fold. Or maybe think about bluffing if you think it's going to work, but he checks, okay, so he's pot controlling. I read it for, no, this isn't ace king. I'm going to check back. It could be ace king, but my read is that it's not. I'm going to check back and not lose any more money. And we got some really good dealers here at Hustler Casino Live. Ryan, roll that beautiful, sweet baby, shout out Ronnie Ebanks river card.
Hey, Omar, I appreciate it.
All I play is this.
Oh my gosh.
What the F is that? See, I told you, turns and rivers. That's what I don't understand.
And it might go bet call here, given that he checks behind the turn.
Yeah, so it didn't go bet call. It went check. That's what, they might have got this action wrong, but he quickly checked. Oh, okay. Oh, so he checks pretty quickly and he looks at me. And it just, this is how my mind works. I am just like, I'm feeling good. I'm up a bunch. It is my buddy, but he owns restaurants. Who gives a shit? He's rich. And I just, like, you can almost see me smile because I'm thinking back to that early punt against the mayor of Palmdale. The 1,700 impulsive, way over bet, right? With nothing. And he snap went all in. And I see Aaron looking at me. If he has ace king, he's not going to be looking at me intently like this. He's got the overpair. There's 2760 in there. He's got 7290 behind. Realize your spew equity. Make it look impulsive. Just say all in, which impulsive whales like myself do. But when you got the goods, it's going to be bad for Aaron Queskin, and he gets his chips in before mine even settle. And that is max value. My friend Westside Wesley would be very proud of that one. Again, it's all binking that 2 outer, but it's good that I was gonna lose. I wasn't gonna lose too much. By not betting the turn, I was just gonna be done with the hand, and then you bink the miracle, and now you can get, most people are gonna bet close to pot, maybe a little over pot. I bet like 3 times the pot, just all in. Just use the same impulsive behavior that was super negative EV against the mayor in that one hand. Again, this doesn't tell a great story, but when you got the goods and it doesn't tell a great story, tell that fucking story, and they'll get snapped off like Aaron did. And thank you, Aaron. I needed it, man. I needed your stack, and I hope you drove home safe. So. Now I am feeling a little guilty for how good I'm running, and I know that like you're gonna catch hate for winning too much, and that's fine, that's fair. And I really try. I know that I'm good post flop. I just have been forever. I'm very perceptive. I know what's going on with different people around me all the time. And so it just makes me good at this one thing, live, no limit, hold'em, especially post-flop. So I try and handicap it in these lineups that are built to grow the game and bring new people. So I drink a ton and I play 2 out of 3 hands, so I try to handicap it quite a bit. But there's nothing you can do when you're gonna run piping hot. You're gonna make the best hand, and it's a monster against a good hand. That happened with the 4-3 offsuit. That happened with the pocket 3s, the crabs. And there's just nothing you can do. You're just gonna win all the money when you're very aggressive. And you run like the sun. So what to do here? I tip a lot, tip the dealers a ton. And are we rolling something else, Ryan? Oh, okay. So tip the dealers a ton. Normally we collect $50 from each person for the staff, Louie and Tita. I decided Julia was winning a bunch of the time. You put in 100, I'll put in 200. Just try and give back in any way you can. So it took care of every waitress tab last night, and I spend on big winning nights like this, I spend over $1,000 on this stuff, and it's fine. I think it's right. And more than that, I feel bad folding to anything. And so when the mayor of Palmdale got low and jammed it in there and someone else was in there low, I called it off with King 3 offsuit. I won't make this play if I'm losing, if I've been running bad, but when I've been running piping hot, it feels right to me. Give back a little bit. You know, you don't want to go for the throat in any session. I don't believe in that. So, yeah, I did that, and then, so I think I was up 60K, which was going to be a new record, and I still have plenty of time, but I don't want to break records for biggest luck box. I do want to win every time I play on stream, and I am making comeback in life, so I need to win overall, but I never want to be greedy, and so I give back a little bit towards the end of the session, and you'll have to hear, if you sign up at patreon.com/DGAF Poker Player, you'll hear how it went after stream. After stream, it gets very interesting around here. People get overserved, people make huge comebacks, people with big stacks go down all the way down to the felt. It gets pretty wild in here, and that's always included in that lead up that I drop on Mondays. It starts with that, and then it goes my life story for several days without playing poker, and then leading into the next Max Payne Monday. So you have to sign up to get that. Let's cover my goals. I have 3 goals this year, and they're numbers. The first one is 0. I want to have 0 debt by the end of the year. I started. I basically hit a rock bottom in 2017. I was $250,000 in debt, no bankroll. I needed to initiate a long overdue divorce. That wasn't anyone's fault, it's just the way it went. And so I just was basically homeless, just had nothing, and I also wanted to keep my kids in their really nice spot. And I was just up against it, and I just grinded for a few years, and I started chipping away at that debt last year when I went on the heater, so I just was surviving for the first 3 or 4 years, and then last year in season 5 of Sessions, I chipped away from that 250, maybe even went up a little bit. I got it down to 112.5. I did have to borrow 25K from a friend, so it went up to 137.5. I paid that friend back 10K after the big win last week, and so it currently sits at 127.5. If I continue on this heater, we're gonna knock this goal out to have 0 debt, and you'll see a much less tilty me, a much less stressed out me. I've been in debt for, 6 years almost now, and it weighs on me every single time I wake up. The next goal is 35. So the first goal is 0, and we got work to do. We're at 127.5. Next goal is 35. I want to have 35 wins on stream this year. I have people. One of the perks of being at patreon.com/DGAF Poker Player, well, you can sign up for $4.22 a month, $4.20 a month. You get all the story, you get the community, and then there's different tiers. And one of the tiers, $51 a month, you get to buy a piece of me every time I play on stream. I believe I'm very plus EV, even though I drink and play all the hands and give back. So I do want to earn for those people. I want to win 70% of my sessions, and I figure I'll play 50 times on stream this year. And we've played 5 so far. I've won 4. So we're winning 80%. That's good. The last one is 219. I want to weigh 219 pounds by the end of the year. I was too scared to weigh myself at the beginning of the year, but I finally did. I think it was week 2, maybe week 3, and I was 257.7, the most I've ever weighed. And then last week, a 253.2, and I just weighed myself this morning, and I was really hoping to be in the 240 somethings. I felt like I looked a little thinner when I was watching back some of the show, and I got on the electronic scale and said 249.9, and I was getting excited, and maybe like my fist pump made it go to 250. So 250 flat right now. I got plenty of work to do. I got 31 more pounds to lose. Obviously, I could be healthier than that, but not with my lifestyle, not with working every single day with all these grinds, and I do like to decompress, degen for life. Now, thank you all for listening or viewing, and stay tuned for the Anti-Game 2.0. I will be in the booth. I am looking forward to that.
Chat Pro, slow roll, never fold. Raise it up. Chat Pro, slow roll, never fold.
Raise it up.
Which one?
Chat Pro.
Oh, right.
Slow roll, never fold. Slow roll, never fold. Slow roll, never fold.
Raise it up. Raise it up. Chat Pro.